This is my latest acquisition. This is a Selena 215. This is a Russian radio from the 80s. Very popular, and a lot of them about. This is a long wave, medium wave, and with was it 5 short band? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 short wave bands, and FM. It's supposed to be quite a good, reliable set actually, and this one's in really like almost new condition. Apart from I managed to pour my bottle of speckled hen over it as I was trying to enter the workshop, so that's a good bloody start. So I'm going to open it up to make sure I don't think anything got inside, but it poured all over the front. I don't know how I managed to do that, but these are I could use a turret tuning system here that you can see here, and you can see this changing, this clunky sort of dial system here, and these are the known problems with these sets. As you can see here, this is the changing of the channels. Usually just needs a bit of a contact clean. We've got on the left hand side, we've got the volume control, treble and bass, separate treble and bass control. It looks like we've got a power switch and an indication for battery. This button here looks like the tuning dial, and then we've got a backlight. The aerial's nice and straight, which is nice. Turn it around the back, and you can see at the back we've got an external aerial socket, which is also quite useful if you want to mount an external aerial. As you can see, there's a bit of beer still inside the back, which is an optional extra. An earphone or headphone jack at the back, a tape monitor you can see here, and this is its sort of like unique power plug, which I'm going to try and see if I can find something at work that might fit that. I don't know if you can see that there. It's got this, where are we? Just here, this plug here, just above where I'm at. That's it there. And it looks like one of the old Bulgin type plugs, very similar to what the Weller soldering irons use, but it's got like a slot to stop you putting it in the wrong way. So I'm going to see if I can get something to fit that, or maybe modify a connector to fit that, so we can run it on the on a main supply should I want to. Battery compartment is in here, and this has got this slightly sort of Russian feel to it. It's a bit clunky. And it's just got a couple of sort of like spring clips that just bend round to hold it in position. The battery connections are all nice and clean. I think you can see in there, there's no corrosion in there, so that's good. So the battery connections are all nice and clean. So I need to take the back off it first, just to make sure that I haven't got any fluid in there. So let's remove the back quickly and have a look see what we've got. So it's the flat screws on these. They don't use Posi or Phillips. Let's just try and get you a bit better in the frame. Okay, sorry, an interruption there. It's just moving the back still. I don't think this one's ever been apart by the looks of it. Yeah, actually it's still got its, you see there, like an integrity seal. So I don't think this has ever been apart. Not easy to get to. Very sort of slightly clunky build. The screws are all a bit sort of rough and ready. I think these two battery screws here, by the way, look like you just hold the battery compartment in, so I probably don't need to do anything with that. Okay. We've got an integrity seal, quality label on the bottom. I'll have a read of that in a minute, see what that says. Okay, and that's the inside of the set. Let me just close the door. I thought the cat was coming in, but it seems to have lost interest. So here we have the inside. It's quite a work of art actually. So this is the old turret tuner, as you can see there. Basically each one of these is a different band, and you just tune each section for the band you want. You stay dry inside, that's a good sign. I'm trying to see if we've got any date codes. There's a label on the bottom here. Turn it around so you can see. Quality control, do not remove this label. It safeguards your interests should you require service. And it's got an inspection stamp and a squiggle for obviously a QA test or something like that. Yes, the screws I just removed I didn't need to do by the looks of it, because they are just integrity seals. So I think the thing to do is to stick some power on this now. I'm going to stick some power on because I haven't got any batteries. What's it take? Is it 3? So it's 1.5, 3, 4.5, so 9 volts. So let's power it up with an external supply. Let's see what we get. So I don't know the history of this. I think the seller said they tried it on a battery and some batteries and it worked, so I've no reason to not believe them. The description was accurate. They said it was in good condition, and I mean it really is in excellent condition, so I'm quite happy with that. They also got decent feedback. So let's connect this up to set our external supply to 9 volts. Let's set the current limit to 1/4 amp. That should be more than enough. Right, let's just find our supply connections, which side we want. It looks like this is the correct end. Yep, so the left hand side end here are the 2 shorting pins, so we need to feed positive. On this tab down here, it's going to be a bit awkward to get to. Okay, that's positive on there. Right, click up negative, just keep an eye on the current meter. Okay, that's fine. So let's try it, see what happens. So, you're in view. Just going to get you a bit of angle so you can see what's going on. Switch it on. It's good sound straight away. I think it's going to be one of these radios that doesn't need anything doing to it. So this is short waves, this is short wave 3, band 3, which is 12 megs. It's got a great sound. It really has. It's got a really good sound. Let's try another band. Band 2. Just not with the aerial up. Aerial up. Okay, not much on the short. Let's try shortwave 1. It's the high frequency, so I don't expect much to be on there. Let's try FM. Okay, FM's working. Notice that the I don't know if that's the tuning for FM as well, but it probably isn't actually, because it's not moving. I'm not actually sure what that button does. And that does look like it's a battery voltage.
My girl.
These aren't supposed to be particularly sensitive.
No problem with it. It's just how it is. I said the guitar was here before you, and
you want choky now.
It's got a very good sound. Though it's a bit jumpy on FM actually. I think there's something needs to be doing. This could be AFC, this button. Actually. Yes, that's an AFC button there. And funny enough, if this is a tuning indicator for FM, I need to check the manual. It suggests that the discriminator is out of line. It has got that sound of a discriminator misalignment.
It said that come up with a special category.
You hear the distortion. It's having trouble pulling in the channel. Let's try some of the other bands. Let's try long wave.
Counting up my recordings, people.
Okay, there's a slight misalignment on long wave. That's radio 4 should be just here. It's off to the side.
I was making
Try medium wave. Okay, medium wave is dead, and that could be the turret tuner. Okay. That's more than likely the turret tuner needs cleaning. But basically the thing's working pretty well. So the next thing to do was to go through these the turret tuner and clean up all the contacts and just see if they're all okay. You see how this works. These contacts here, let's zoom in so you can see. There's a tuning mechanism here. Basically just selects the connections it needs. So the first thing to do really is to go around with a contact cleaner and clean up all these contacts here, certainly on the medium wave band, and see if we can restore the VHF. Now I'm going to do that first with WD-40 just to remove any crud that's built up on top of the tuner. So I'm going to do that now. Just going to go through and gently rub off any verdigris. Now you see there straight away on the rag there's a sort of discoloration, and it's actually, you can see the contacts cleaning up. I don't let's zoom in so you can see a bit clearer. You can get a focus at that close. So I'm just going to go around, clean all these contacts up, remove any oxidization or just general dirt. You can see years of exposure to the atmosphere basically will do that. Clean these up, and this is the problem with these sort of types of tuner, like the tuners used in the old sort of TVs. They had this system in, and eventually they get dirty and you get unreliable picture, and you know it drifts in and out of tuning. You get high resistance contacts. Just going around, just do all those. There's quite a few of them to do. Now in theory, I don't think we'll probably have to do anything to the alignment on this. Maybe that FM discriminator, see that one's particularly dirty. But in theory, if it was working as well as it does on the shortwave bands, possibly the local oscillator will need adjusting because that long wave was a bit out, but not necessarily. It's gonna. Okay, just have to be a bit careful when you clean them this direction because you don't want to bend them. You need to keep them in a good position. And quite honestly, with a bit of operation, these things get better as well. They become cleaner. I'm just cleaning the other mating half to make sure that's nice and clean. Okay, that looks alright. So let's just try that again on medium wave, see if we get anything now. Still got nothing on medium wave. Let's give it a tweak. Okay, so it's working. There we go.
It's important that if players see there is.
So it's definitely a noisy tuning turret on the wave.
Okay, maybe doesn't know the championship. So I think then. Annabelle, let's put in there.
Back to the academic side of things, but when
You've got a nice sound, really good sound actually.
Evans knew then he was dead.
I suppose what we could do is just do a quick check of the RF alignment just to see if we're roughly on the case. That's 1 meg, so I'll set the Roden Schwartz to produce a 1 meg carrier. Okay, we are, and you can see here we are slightly off, similar amount by the it was on the long wave band, so that suggests to me that either the scale slightly out, which it could be, or it means that the local oscillator is running at the wrong frequency. Scale calibration looks probably okay to me, so we'll probably have to find the local oscillator and have a twiddle about with that. Let's try it on shortwave band. Let's try 6.5 meg and see what that's like. Now I don't know the circuit of this. I have been sent the circuit by one of my followers. Thank you very much, but I haven't actually printed it out yet, so I need to do that. So Roden Schwartz is now producing 6.5 meg, which is here. Are we on the right band for a start? Shortwave 5? No, let's try it. Turn the power up a bit because I'm very low power. Yeah, okay, so we were out by the same amount. It does almost look to me like there's a problem with the maybe the dials just needs moving over slightly. But that's the initial look at the Selena 215. Looks like it's in really good nick. Certainly electrically it looks like it's working pretty well as well. So it'll be a bit of a further clean up, and then we'll probably do an RF alignment on it to get it to work a little bit better and get the maybe get the local oscillator in line properly, and just check our scale calibration to make sure that the scale is actually in the right starting position, because if I could just move the needle over a bit, that will probably solve the problem. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope the second part will come up next. I'm trying to ascertain why the medium wave band doesn't work, or it does work occasionally, but it's very intermittent, and sort of tapping the board round sort of suggests it's sort of like an intermittent dry joint or something like that. Let me just show you what I've found. I don't know you're going to be able to see it very easily because of the light. So let's zoom in so you can see this. It's, where are we? At the bottom of this board, just where the bottom of the turret on the medium wave band. Can you see? Can you? I don't think you can. I need a better light. Torch. Now where is it? It's over here. These joints here. I'm going to get any closer than that. Let's try. See that joint there, second one to the left, where the light is now, totally unsoldered. That's could be causing the problem, I don't know, but I'm going to certainly have a look at that and resolder that, and then we'll have another go to see if that's the problem. Now that's on the bottom of the medium wave board, so hopefully that will fix our problem with the medium wave intermittency, because it does work, the medium wave, I mean, but it's very, very intermittent, and that certainly doesn't look like it's ever seen a spot of solder in its life. So let's resolder that now. Hopefully that will fix the problem. And it could be this is one of the reasons why this radio probably might have been used for, like, I don't know, a year or so. It packed up, and so I thought, oh, I'll send it back to be repaired, then realised it's probably just not worth it. So just put it in the loft, and that's where it's stayed ever since. Let's just reflow that joint. Oh, that looks better. So let's try our medium wave selection now. Aha! Excellent! Fixed medium wave.
Much for.
And this was always a bit of a problem with these radios. They were sort of the quality of the work was never that great. You can see it's a bit like a Russian old Lada. I don't know if you remember the old Russian Lada cars. They were built like tanks, but they're always copies of sort of like something like it's an old Fiat or something like that. It's probably going to last forever, but you're going to have to constantly trying to maintain it. There's all sorts of little sort of quirky things, like sort of, let me just zoom in again so I can just show you, because I saw a couple of other things that are a bit flaky on these radios. and I'm not putting these radios down. They were built to a price. They're very good performance for their size and the money, but things like that capacitor just hanging there, I mean, it's okay, it does the job, but it's you know, you could have made it a bit neater. You could have shortened that lead right back and tidied that sort of thing up. But I'm not here to scorn over these old radios. They're great, and that's the reason why I bought it. So obviously MIDI wave's working okay, which is great. So it's just the FM. Now FM, as I say, is not known to be particularly deaf on these radios, but it does work.
Thanks for bringing me along, Lou.
But it's got that distortion.
That's what my fellow pal said anyway.
That tuning where here you can't. It feels like it's never tuned in properly. Classic sign of a DC offset on the discriminator, or the discriminator's not working properly. Now, I'm not going to start tinkering with that until I know where the discriminator is, but I'm just going to have a quick look to see if I can see what looks like an FM discriminator. This is obviously the FM front end down here. This looks like all the IF section for possibly the medium wave and you know, the low frequency bands. Just having a quick look to see if I can see anything obviously. I have got two diodes here that could be the detector diodes, so this could be the final IF and discriminator here. So we need to, I would like to go through the FM section so we can bring this back to life a bit better. So that will probably be on the next video. But cap wise and things, I don't think we're going to need to do a lot to them. Date code on the cap looks like 1985. So even though that sounds quite modern, you have to remember that's the set's still so well 35 years old, isn't it? 30 years old, 85, 95, yeah, 30 over 30 years old. And the price you would have paid for this radio, you would have bought 4 of these for a hacker sort of thing, you know. So you get a lot of radio for your money. So the next thing to do is to I'll download the manual that I've been sent. We'll have a look at the FM alignment, because clearly the FM is not working correctly. As I say, the performance is known not to be that good on FM. I'm a bit concerned why this meter's sitting offset like that. I don't know if that's because it's a tuning indicator and it's showing it's off tune always to one side, but it doesn't seem like it moves when you tune it, so it might not be. It might be just battery voltage, I don't know. So thanks for watching, and more to come. I'm just having a twiddle about with one of the discriminator coils on this, and this is just a quick and rough and ready way of doing it. It doesn't always work, and you should really do it with the manual. I'm going to realign it with the manual properly, but I try and just get the sound a bit better on FM, which I seem to have managed to do. If you listen to the... I've got no aerial up.
The authorities were unspecified threat about a British flight from London.
Make sure you've got the
206 passengers and 13 crew
FM discriminator
has been
off,
moved
and I'm
to a
going to tweak
remote
the
section
coil
of the
now.
airport, where it's been surrounded by police and emergency
Now,
calls. The Labour MP Kate Hoey, who is campaigning for the UK to leave the EU, says the German Chancellor Angela Merkel would be well advised to stay out of that as an important vote for British democracy.
Now the other way you can do
Mrs.
it
Merkel
is
said
if you
Britain
detune
needed
the set and turn the volume and the treble up to maximum, and hear the hiss, and adjust the coil for minimum hiss. Just there. So that should be aligned best for FM.
He realised he had to write a mass of his own. He said, "There is much
Much
to
better
believe."
sound quality already.
A medical examiner in the state of Minnesota, star Prince died from an accidental overdose of painkillers. The musician was said to have been taking a powerful opioid to treat pain caused by injuries suffered during his live performances. BBC.
That sounds like a cover-up. Okay, we've still got that distortion.
West England, where showery rain will spread.
Well, it's working better than it was, but the FM alignment there's still something wrong with it, so I need to get that investigated, and we'll have a look, see if we can make it any better. But thanks for watching.